What is up, everyone? Welcome back. My name is Spencer. This is Jacob. We are going to be telling you today about the Tri-Mount and the Uni-Mount by Rod Runner. This is going to be a very versatile product. And what we mean by that is not only is it versatile between that and the Rod Runner, but you can also mount it on so many different places. I'd like to start with that. So, I mean, you can mount that on bicycles, you can mount it on a kayak, you can mount it on your wall, whether that's vertical or even horizontal.
Or upside down.
Or upside down.
Bungees.
Absolutely, and those bungees are what's going to be able to keep it in place if you do mount it horizontal, especially if you're a fly fisherman. It's going to be the perfect way to mount those.
Most people like to have them displayed on their walls. I mean, because they're very pretty reels. It's not your typical spin fisher. You know, I mean, it's not your spinning rod, bait caster, whatever. I mean, it's a very good looking reel, and so people want to show them off. And so, I mean, for me, I had them hanging up on, I don't even know, these racks that I found at a hardware store. And when I saw the Rod Runner, well, they're not hanging on racks anymore.
So like we said, if you're gonna mount this on either a bicycle, a kayak, or something that's gonna be a little bit more mobile, we suggest using zip ties. There's not gonna be a simple, screw into the wall type situation. Zip ties are perfect for the Tri-Mount and the Uni-Mount. There's holes that are in there that fit zip ties perfectly, and it really allows for that to be, like we said earlier, versatile.
And what's really neat about all of these systems that they work together. So if you had a Uni-Mount on your bike or on your kayak, you can take the rod holder from that mount out, put it in the Tri-Mount at home, or put it in your Rod Runner Express in order to get to your Tri-Mount at home, and you have everything is very consistent. The colors look great, and honestly, it's just versatile. I mean, if you can use the same thing on over a dozen different applications, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the definition of versatile.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what ends up happening here is when you have a Rod Runner and then you have these Uni-Mounts, you create this almost community that you can use with these Rod Runners. Like we said, just transporting them from your wall to your vehicle to your boat. It's as simple as just taking one rod holder instead of having to take all of your rods every time. It's just snap, you're done, you're good to go. So if you're going to be using the Tri-Mount on the bicycle and the kayak, like we said, zip ties are the way to go. However, if you're going to mount this onto your wall, or if you're going to put it on the center console of your boat, we suggest using the screws that come with it. They're great just for mounting it straight to it. If you're going to be putting in something a little bit heavier, we obviously suggest using the anchors to alleviate some of that.
Absolutely. One of the really cool things is when you're hanging up your rods, especially on the Tri-Mount at home, the Tri-Mount actually has spaces for pliers, knives, extra lures, hooks, whatever you want, and it's really neat, convenient, and so that we don't have extra tackle or supplies laying around, getting rusty, just getting misplaced, getting stepped on, because that hurts. Take it from my personal experience, but I mean, honestly, it just looks great, and everything what Rod Runner has done is made the tackle storage just very simple, versatile, and honestly easy. It's much more effortless than trying to find places for it, having your rods bang up against each other. They're flat, they look nice, and honestly, it's functional, and it saves your gear. So at the end of the day, if you're saving money, seems like a no-brainer.
So just like the Rod Runner Pro and the Rod Runner Express, the Uni-Mount and the Tri-Mount will both be made of an ABS material. So it's going to be incredibly durable. It'll still have the same UV resistance. You're not going to see a fading in color over time, whether it's the gray or the white. So that's just something to keep in mind, that you're going to still get the same great quality, even though it will be a different product.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome everyone, I am Spencer, this is Jacob. We are here to tell you about the Rod Runner and the Rod Runner Express.
Alright, so you guys, what we're going to talk about today is the Rod Runner and the Rod Runner Express. Like Spencer said, we're going to kind of walk through the uses of it, just the functionalities of it, what it's made of. There's a lot of different things that most people don't see originally just from when they first look at the product.
Alright, first I want to talk about the Rod Runner. The Rod Runner is going to have 5 rod holders. You will have a variety of either spinning rod holders or conventional rod holders. So how these rods stay in the rod holders is just a simple snap bungee. You can use that a couple different ways. you can either put the rod in and then snap the bungee so it stays locked in place. However, if you want to be a little bit faster and on the go, you can actually snap the bungee before you put the rod in to make that transition a lot faster and easier.
A few other things is that each rod holder is detachable, so you can interchange the different rod holders on your rod runner, whether that's the express model or that's the larger model. So you can switch a conventional with a spinning very easily. There's just 2 clicks of 2 different buttons that are on there, and off it comes. You make sure that the other ones click back in, and you're good to go.
And not only that, you can switch from different rods into different rod holders, but you could just switch to a rod runner to a rod runner express. If you just need 1 or 2 rods or 3, that's what it's intended for. It's just a lighter setup to on a smaller journey or just a quick fishing trip. I think that's a better way to go.
Absolutely. A few of the really good things about the rod runner for the larger one and the express model is that there's no metal, so nothing's gonna rust. You can drop it completely in salt water, take it out, wash it off, and you're good to go. There's bungees that basically strap down rods or nets or gaffs or anything else you can think of that'll fit in there. Spencer might even fit in one of those.
Absolutely. One of the things about a rod runner is you see it and you think, oh, this is made of PVC. In fact, it's actually made of an ABS plastic. So it's gonna be a lot more durable, a lot stronger, and there's also a UV inhibitor built into it, so over time as you use it out in the sun, it won't fade.
Absolutely, like that gray color looks very nice. It's gonna last for years, and so it's not going to, like Spencer said, fade. It's not gonna crack, it's not gonna age, it's not gonna be yellow looking after time. It's gonna stay the same way, and they're very durable. They're very lightweight too, so it makes for a great tool. Honestly, a great resource for any angler.
So one of the things that you will notice when you purchase a rod runner is the legs will actually not be installed. However, it's super easy. You pop them off the attachable clips on the back, snap them into place. There's no twisting involved. It literally just right in there. Super easy.
And if Spencer can do it, you can do it. So there's a few other things, you guys, that honestly for me makes this a no-brainer is transporting. Putting rods in the back of my truck, I have broken several rods in the tailgate when it closes or in that little gap that just end up snapping. Cost me several $100s, and I just wasn't very happy, ended up ruining fishing trips. And not only that, is when I'm done fishing, I literally just drive the truck right to the car wash the truck, and spray the poles down in the back, and there you go. Then the air dryer on the way home, put them away, and there's your maintenance.
So one of the great products that Rod Runner has is a wall mount that goes along with the Rod Runner and the Express. So it's as easy as setting this up on your wall and as easy as taking it off when you're ready to go on a trip.
You're able to find this product at Bass Pro, Cabela's, it's on Amazon, or if you wanted to get really cool and fancy with it, you can actually customize the different rod holders that are gonna come with either your Express or the Rod Runner, the original one that holds 5. Okay, you can go on the Rod Runner website, rod-runner.com, and you can actually customize each one. You can get it in white or gray, and you can pick all conventional, all spinning, a combination of each. Get crazy with it. It doesn't matter, it's up to you. And honestly, that's it. My name is Jacob, this is Spencer. This is the Rod Runner, the Rod Runner Express. You guys, these are awesome products, awesome tools. Check them out, let us know what you think.